Got this. Joe looking to pass now under a little bit of pressure, and that is intercepted. Corin Ely has the interception, and we were talking about him, Cody. He is a player to watch on this Eagles defense. Huge play right there, picking that ball off down by around the 10-yard line.
You know, he did a great job of pinning the receiver towards the sideline here, just kind of an open wheel route. As you see, he pins the receiver to the sideline, turns and looks for the football. Jody pinpoints at his highest point. Gonna get a great shot of it right here. Outstretched arms. It's almost like he was the receiver on that play. Does such a good job of being in coverage there. And a huge play from the senior corner on the first.
Time to get back to football here, and Oglesby gonna throw, and this one is off and complete, and splitting the middle of the field, splitting a couple of defenders is Carson Craig, the senior.
Yeah, 6'3", 180-pound senior, just coming on that slant right there. That's a great job by the quarterback and more of an RPO look. And he gets past the linebacking room out there. And that's what that play action does. Those running backs have to honor that.
2nd and about 2 here. And the handoff, Adonju. He's looking for a block. He's in for the touchdown. Sandra O'Connor is on the board. Jeremy Adonju strikes first with a touchdown.
I love this offensive play here because they're pulled backside once again, and it's a walk-in, but it's all set up by the big beef up front, just moving bodies. You got a great block on a backside pull here. We got a great aerial view. Look at that, working to the second level, hooking players inside. And Jeremy Adonju, the first touchdown of this football game.
Yeah, Colton Dermer there. I know he's got a lot of offers as a long snapper, but absolutely. All right, so 2nd and 12 now for the Eagles. Oglesby to throw, but he is going to be taken down by Jamison Wade. Came unblocked for the sack.
The hammer, and he just flies and shoots out of a cannon right now. Jamison Wade pumping up his defense. What a heck of a play. We talk about the read and reaction of players like this. I said it, Jamison Wade, I feel like he's played 40-plus varsity games in his high school career, Jody. A tremendous.
And Caleb Joe looking to throw downfield, finds a target. And King Robinson once again making the catch, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love what Coach McDaniel's doing, though. He's getting his quarterback rolled out of the pocket, keeping his eyes downfield as Caleb Joe, and they're just staggering crossing routes and level routes. So they have one in the short flat, then the deep cross right there. King Robinson doing a good job of continuing.
You see Anthony Peevler is in there. You got Jamison Wade in there. This is a heavy set at its best. And it looks like we're going to get a ruling here. Is he in for the touchdown? And we have the signal, touchdown, Mountain Lions. And was it Jamison Wade on the carry?
I think it was a quarterback sneak by Caleb Joe. If we get another look at it here, I believe that was a number one. Let's see.
To get a closer look, it was a pile of bodies colliding at the goal line, which is exactly what you expect.
Quarterback sneak, Caleb Joe, great job in getting the push inside the A-gap by the center and both guards, paving the way, and that is a tremendous offensive drive by Red.
So it is the sophomore Cale Oglesby, and a nice completion down the middle of the field as he's finding his footing to Carson Craig. It's a couple of receptions now to the senior wide receiver Craig.
Play action RPO. He's doing a really good job of carrying that fake, Jody. When he carries that fake, the inside backer.
Looks like the blitz coming, a lot of movement there, and sure enough, the ball comes out. Adonju gets his hands on it, but wow, Red Mountain had a couple of defenders coming at that line of scrimmage, and I think it really confused not only Oglesby, but the entire offensive line, and that was Kate Godair. Situation in 4th and 27, of course it is a punt, and David Kimball back to get the job done for the Eagles. Gets it off, and Ty Cornett is going to take it, turning on the Jets, past the 20, to the 10, and he goes all the way into the end zone. Cornett for the touchdown on the punt return, giving the Mountain Lions the lead.
The linebacker. What a play by Tyree Cornett. It all started with him running up and catching that ball, Jody. A lot of high school players will let that bounce. Does a great job of catching it, and then the burst of speed to the right side. And how about that stiff arm, too, as he stiff arms and never slows down. Bam, right there, goes up the right sideline, hits the Jets in the turbo, and goes in for 6, a potential play of the game right there.
He gets it off, and Ty Cornett is going to take it at around the 32-yard line, find some room out past the 40, past the 50, and across the field. He's heading toward the end zone and brought down. What a tackle, saving the touchdown there by O'Connor. That was Jackson Duffy, the senior.
I got a new scheme for O'Connor's punt team. Let's not kick the ball to Tyree Cornett. How about this highlight? You think you have him bottled up. 1 cut, 2 cut, and then bam, plant that foot, go north, watch the cut against the grain right here. That is a heck of an effort by Jackson Duffy, the outside linebacker for O'Connor. Because if he didn't give effort,
hit the end zone. And it's Caleb Joe running right, finding some room, and into, no, he stopped. He is stopped at the 1. What a play as Caleb Joe was looking toward the end zone. But it's Corin Ely who had the pick earlier in the game making this tackle.
And that is huge because that was 3rd and goal. So now obviously he holds the end zone. What a tackle by Corin Ely. Yeah, just running his hips through contact.
That was intended for Jake Gumbert, the sophomore. A lot of sophomores out there for this Eagles offense. And there's the junior, Jeremy Adonju. He gets the first down and more, dragging tacklers with him out past the 20-yard line.
And that's why I say this kid is going to get some college looks here in a couple weeks. He's going to have 3 games of film, and watch the speed here. So good blocks, working to the second level by the O'Connor offensive line, and then bam, right there, the speed, that turbo. He hits max speed really.
There's a bit of confusion. It's Caleb Joe looking to the sideline, and now he is going to do the quick kick, and it doesn't get it off very far. Colton Lawfer takes the ball and gets out past the 45-yard line. So that one was interesting, needless to say. Cody, you never know what Kyle Ender's defense is going to bring, especially for a young quarterback like this. And again, it's a play-action pass, and the pass complete to Carson Craig, and there might be a foul on the play. I don't see a flag, though. It looked like just taken down there. Here's another look.
Oh, amazing catch. Great job by Carson Craig, showing the athleticism, catching that. They caught Red Mountain.
None other than Cornett back, and it's fumbled by Kimball, and he's taken down. What a huge play for Red Mountain, and it is Cade Godere making the tackle. Wow, what a play. Let's go down. So now it's 3rd and 8, and Caleb Joe under pressure gets the ball off, but King Robinson is taken down back behind the line. What a play there by the Eagles defense and Caden Vallow.
Senior corner, we call him his name a couple of times here in the second half. You see he's inching, he T-steps and drives, he bends underneath that tackle block right there and pummels the wide receiver. A monster 3rd down stop from the Eagles
Side of the field, and Oglesby looking, he's got protection, he gets the ball off, and it's Cornett with the interception. He put it up, looking for Lincoln Jones, and Ty Cornett comes up with another huge play.
Just does such a great job of spying the quarterback. It's almost baiting him. And he's just playing deep there. Oglesby throws the deep route. Tyree Cornett high points that pass for the interception for Red Mountain. The senior having a heck of a game tonight.
And with